going on, folks? Hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday evening. Coming to you here really quick, folks, to give you a few updates on some reviews that I've done, some button issues, the Chuff Enough Dripper top caps, clones, and then a real quick sneak peek on a mod and something really funny. Well, not really funny, it's actually kind of a shame, but nonetheless, it is what it is. So, really quick, folks, gonna try to make this video super fast. So, excuse the fast talking. So, since I had my spinal surgery a couple weeks ago, I have been Mr. Sally Slippy Fingers, obviously, because I never drop my mods. And I guess, knock on wood, that's what I get for saying never, because I have now officially started dropping everything. I don't know what it is, but my hands just, I can't seem to hold things the way I need to. Nonetheless, so just a quick update on the Chuff Enough Dripper tops, just so you folks know, they will crack. And I have now dropped both of my 28.5 millimeter top caps, and you can see there it is all nice and cracked. These wonderful little decorative cooling fins, as they like to call them, which they don't really cool anything because this is downwind, it doesn't really get hot, it's an insulator. But yeah, they crack, folks, when you drop them, and literally I drop them off my table here on my desk. And here's the clear one. I also dropped that one, and this one's even worse. You can see that. Look at that. They just, they still work fine. There's no holes in the center tube, so I mean, they still work perfectly. There's no leaks or anything. But boy, it looks ugly. So just so you know, as a quick update on those, at least the 28.5 millimeters, because I haven't dropped the 22s, thankfully, fingers crossed. They will crack, folks, so be careful. Another thing, I reviewed the Manhattan a few days ago, and just today I actually had a hot button, and I mean a really hot button issue today, which I was very surprised because I had the new Quicksilver RDA on here. It was ohming out at 0.25, which is not that low, to some 24 gauge Kanthal parallel build, and I even had it on my ohm meter to check and see if there was a short. It read fine, 0.25. But this thing got extremely hot today, made the bottom of my battery really hot, so I went ahead and kind of decommissioned this thing until I figured out whether it's the RDA or the actual Manhattan. So just an FYI, if you get one of these Manhattan clones from Angel Sigs, just be aware of that, okay? Like I said, I'll come back to you and I'll make a quick mention in one of the videos when I figure out what is going on. The other thing, I actually just dismantled this bad boy with the T5. Okay, I'm actually was going to review this tonight, but I decided to wait a little bit, do a little bit more research, because for some reason the battery life on this thing is like 45 minutes with like a 3 ohm or a 0.3 ohm dripper on this, and I find that extremely short vaping time. So I'm doing a little bit more research on that, but I know I'm late to the game on this, but I just got this thing last week, folks. Bear with me, and I'm sorry I'm coming kind of late to the game on this, but I just got this, just started doing some research on it, and I'm going to let you know, do not plug this in and do the update on the firmware. I repeat, do not do the update firmware on this, because I've been seeing on Facebook, and I'm sure many of you have as well, and on Instagram, and I've been reading on Skype through people messaging and stuff. There's a lot of issues with this bad boy. I also watched a video where the guy goes, "Do I approve this? No, I don't," and he just like goes and like drops it on the table, because I guess his just won't turn on. And I guess a lot of people are having issues where basically they upgrade it, it just won't turn on. I've heard of somebody started smoking, one got it hot. Nothing serious or anything like that, but just be wary of that issue. Now, this turns into a bigger issue, and I was notified by one of the vendors that I did a pre-order through on the T8, which is basically the same chip as the T5. It just has, I believe, from what I've been reading, it has thicker, chunkier wires, and it also has different software or firmware, and it also has a input of 7.4 volts versus the T5's 3.7, but it is pretty much the same chip, folks. Okay, and all right, I'm back. Sorry about that interruption, folks. Kids, gotta love them. Well, I do, but nonetheless. So, as I was saying, so that T8 is obviously going to be delayed due to the software problems / firmware problems that the T5 is having. So, I don't know how long the delay is going to be. I have reached out to Cloudport to ask them because I am very curious, because the T8 is a mod that I really want to get my hands on. It was supposed to be shipped to the vendors starting tomorrow, and now we're in limbo. So I don't know. So I'm just basically letting you all know, be wary of that. Know that that's going to be a little bit of a delay. I'm sure many of you already know if you've ordered one, but it's just good to pass the information along to you. So be careful with this one, okay, folks? And also, man, the battery, just a note before I review it, the battery life, oof, scary. So I have reached out to Cloudport to find out some, issues with the T8, how long they expect the delay to be, as well as I need some more information on the T5. So that review is coming soon, and I will go ahead and do that. I know there's other reviews out there, so if you're thinking about picking one up, go and watch some of the other reviews out there, and they'll definitely help you make your decision. So now, for the first look, folks, this is the the Kingpin made mod. It's called the Masterpiece, and I got this from angel6.com. As you can see, it is very, very beautiful. Let me get my nasty looking patinaed toe off of here. As you can see, very, very beautiful copper and brass combination. Really, really nice engraving on the top, bottom. Super, super nice. Now here's the funny part, folks. Number one, the locking ring doesn't unscrew. It's stuck. Oops, did I say that out loud? Oh, I should save that for the review. Oops, I'm sorry. Take back, edit, cut. And then take a look at the even funnier part. And when we talk about quality control, this is one of those ones that had one of those beautiful QC cards, which you'll see right here, the nice little stamp saying it passed. But take a look at this, folks. Take a look at the Masterpiece logo. See if I can get that closer so you guys can see that. It's not zooming. This is supposed to be a quick video. Yeah, nice and crooked. If I can hold the mod straight up and down. Yeah, it's, look at that. It is nice and crooked. Now that I'm looking at it, it kind of does like a half banana type thing on the one side. Anyways, more to come on this mod. Even though it's a shame because this mod is so beautiful that it came to me like that from Angel 6, but that's kind of something funny. But it is what it is, and kind of what do you expect for a $22 device. But reviews coming up on that very, very soon. And so that's an update for you all on those particular items. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. As I always say, vape free YouTube, and I'm out of here. Lates.